This is...
Wait, we should establish like what we want to talk about. What are the bullet points we need to hit here?
I got it. Okay, so we tell them that the show is called Do You Want to Make a Podcast? It is a fireside chat between two best friends who are on the hunt to create the perfect podcast. They have a lot of ideas, and they can't decide what they want to talk about.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
That's it?
That's the synopsis. Then we'll plug the social media.
Do we want to do social media?
Yeah. So we'll tell them to follow us at Do You Want to Pod, all spelled out. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also email us at doyouwanttomakeapodcast@gmail.com.
That's it.
That works for me.
Wait, I think we just did it.
We did it. That was my plan all along.
Oh, okay. Bye. Except hello, because now the show's starting.
Yes, it is.
Heading way downtown for the weekend. Just need some time to unwind with my best friend.
Just keep swimming.
Yep.
Swimming seems a lot of work right now. My tummy's kind of full.
You're not supposed to swim an hour after you eat, so sounds like you need to do some digesting.
Just keep digesting. Just keep digesting. That makes me feel the opposite of the phrase, just keep swimming. Hey, Jim Bloss.
Hello, Joe Godley.
Do you want to make a podcast?
Yes.
Oh, good. If not, I'd have to pack up all my stuff and go home. Well then,
here we are.
I think that sigh was just us feeling the great task before us.
Yes, it's overwhelming.
To find the perfect podcast.
The perfect podcast.
It's there somewhere in our brain gardens. It's buried under the topsoil.
But we need to water it and give it fertilizer. And
our favorite
kiss it.
And kiss it.
And cuddle it. And nurture it.
And discipline it when it needs disciplining.
And discipline it. And
maybe sometimes take it out.
Contribute to its college fund.
I'm so glad you said that. I was thinking of that. I was actually thinking of a Roth IRA. But yes, college funds are good too.
Still a little baby.
That's right. It hasn't earned any taxable income yet.
Yeah.
You can't contribit to a Roth unless you've earned some sort of taxable income. Very good, Jim.
Yeah.
I knew that's where you were going.
Exactly.
But on a more fun note, we also could take it out for an ice cream every once in a while if it does all its chores.
Yeah, take it to the arcade.
Take it on some roller coasters. I just imagine us on a roller coaster with a little potted plant next to us.
Yep.
Little potted pod.
Yes, a little potted plant. Hey-o.
Hey.
We could
come through, Phil Murphy. Come through.
We'll take it to Disney World.
Uh-huh.
And then it will go to high school and it will resent us.
But we will be strong. We will.
Yeah, but we'll still love it.
We'll love it anyway. But we'll be empty.
Our love is unconditional.
We'll be empty nesters when our perfect pod goes to college.
Then our perfect pod will finally go to college, and
eventually
we'll stand arm in arm, watching him
drive
off.
Drive off. We're not even going to school.
No,
we are just like goodbye forever.
No, and I'll try to convince the pod to live at home and go to community college.
But it's gonna be like, no, I'm getting out of this town.
But he wants to get out of this one-horse town. And then I say to him, a one-horse town means that it's a relatively bustling town because there are no horses. And he's like, no, I didn't need to gender the podcast. The podcast is like, I need to be in the big city where I can become a star.
You're saying it needs to be where the people are?
Yes, it wants to see them dancing, walking around on those.
What do you call them? Quads?
Yep.
Up where they learn, up where they churn, up where they stay up late.
And burn the midnight oil.
And potentially marijuana, but hopefully it's more midnight oil.
Wish I could be part of that
collegiate institution.
Yep.
That'll be hard years for us.
So hard.
And will we be making a podcast while our perfect pod is off at college?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get jealous when it comes home and it's like, you've been making another pod this whole time?
Yes. It'll say, you used my room, to make another podcast?
Like what? We turned it into a recording studio. Which was in retrospect what it should have been the entire time.
Yes.
Instead, we made a bedroom to make the podcast.
It's also a room for me to do my Pilates now.
It's also a room for me just when I need some me time, some Joe time to shut everything out.
As long as I'm not also doing my Pilates.
That's right. You've been doing Pilates quite a lot lately, Jim.
Yes, and I have a question. Mm-hmm. What are Pilates?
Pilates are they're an off-brand. They're a offshoot of waffle that people will cook in in France.
Okay.
Pilates.
Are they like the waffle equivalent of crepes?
That's exactly right. They're very, very thin waffles. Usually a dessert waffle.
A dessert waffle, a thin dessert waffle. Sounds like you just created a pizzelle.
Well, that would be if it was made in Italy, sure. This is from France.
So this is a French pizzelle.
Yes, it is a French pizzelle called a Pilates.
Okay.
And you've been very successful at making these Pilates. I must say, Jim, they're delicious.
Yes.
And the fact that you want to make them up in a converted bedroom instead of a kitchen, I mean, power to you, man.
It's just it just is the place I feel. It's the room in the house that's closest to France.
Good point.
And so it just felt like the right space to do it in.
And the French would want to like go to great lengths to sort of reinvent the wheel, but this is a waffle. They're reinventing the waffle.
Yes.
They're like, this cannot be made in a kitchen.
Yes, that's exactly what they say.
It must be made in a converted room after your pod goes to college.
When I learned how to make a Pilates, but I didn't actually know what a Pilates is, that's exactly what they said to me.
There's something mystic in that, right? That you learn how to make this thing that you didn't know you were seeking to make the entire time. The French are very deep.
So deep, those French. You know what I say to that?
Huh?
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu, indeed. Yeah, the hobbies that we will just no doubt keep adding on as we cover up for the fact that our pod has left the nest.
But I mean, we have years for that.
We do.
First, we have to birth this pod.
We do. I'm not looking forward to that painful labor. Oh, God. I'm already just cringing.
Yes.
But I'll get an epidural and everything will be fine.
Yes. I'm looking at this paper now.
Yes. For new listeners, we exchange lists of podcast ideas to each other to help with the birthing of the pod process. This is a podcast where one asks himself the age-old question, what should I have for dinner?
You know, that's a great question.
It's oh my God. If you don't this is assuming one has not meal prepped, right? And they got to come home and make whatever they can with what they have. The struggle. This is great. You know,
it's hard.
We love stories where people are in a state of crisis. And I think this is how it goes for me is I come home and I'm hungry as crap. And I'm just like, oh no, what do I make for dinner? And instead of making anything, I'll talk about it for 30 to 40 minutes on a podcast.
Okay.
You know, because like when I get that hungry and I just don't have an idea, I just keep putting it off, and I'll do other things. I'll just sort of beat around the bush in hopes that some knight in shining armor will swoop in with a pizza or some.
Do you hear that?
Like,
do you hear that galloping?
Is that my prince?
Whoa!
Oh, Sir Dinner, you've arrived.
Forsooth, it is I.
What have you brought me? What,
Sir Dinner?
What should we have for dinner?
And I know what you will have for dinner.
Please go on.
A meat and a green vegetable.
Oh, yes, of course.
Perhaps some grilled chicken.
Ooh.
And green beans.
Ah, yes. Very good. Very healthy fuel. Now, Sir Dinner, I find that if I don't have a bit of carbs, I still get hungry. No matter what.
Good for you.
Hungry boy.
I made a biscuit for you.
Oh, you are the best. I swoon. This is me swooning. Oh. Thank you, Sir Dinner. You've saved me yet again.
You're welcome.
How can I ever repay thee?
Just eat.
Can do. Oh, look at him gallop away.
Yeah, that was...
Oh, my knight in shining dinner armor.
It's
By
weird.
that, my knight in shining apron. That's it. Found it.
Guess I'll have to order takeout since he didn't bring anything for me. But
You didn't speak it into existence, Jim.
You're right.
Why don't you give it a try?
I didn't. That's the secret. You have to speak it
That's it.
and hope that maybe
Manifest that shit, baby.
Sir Brenner will come.
Sir Brenner.
Yeah, Sir Brenner
So Sir Brenner is
Sir breakfast for dinner.
Oh, I think I hear something.
Do you hear that?
Yes, it's very
Yes.
similar galloping.
It is I, Sir Brenner,
Hello, Sir Brenner.
come to give you breakfast for dinner.
Oh my goodness! What kind of breakfast is
I've
it?
brought thee, James, a Belgian waffle.
Oh man, very waffle themed today.
Now, which scoop of ice cream would you like atop this waffle?
Oh geez.
I have vanilla and vanilla.
for dinner.
Yes.
Do you have any like bacon or maybe like
There's
sausage?
No bacon flavored ice cream, but I do have plain old bacon. Yes.
Yes. Do you have like an omelet maybe?
What do I look like, Sir Omelette? Sir.
I mean, omelets are breakfast foods. I could eat it for
Yes,
dinner.
but the satchel you see is not. If I carry more than one breakfast food at a time, it'll get messy.
Okay, do you have syrup?
Yes, I have syrup. Let me just rummage.
You have waffles. Could I maybe do like a chicken and waffles type deal?
Oh, he's so picky. Joe, how do you put up with this?
I know, Sir Brenner. It's
I kind of really wanted French toast.
Oh, give me 5 minutes. God damn it.
Oh man, he's galloping away.
There it goes.
And you could have had a nice Belgian waffle with ice. I would have eaten the shit out of that Belgian waffle
yeah, but
with
it's
ice
my
cream.
dinner. I don't want ice cream for dinner.
Who are you and what have you done with Jim Bloss?
Ice cream is a delicious dessert.
I don't know who this is that sits next to me.
I don't know. I had to make an appointment with a nutritionist, so it's a whole thing.
Well, I'm happy for you, Jim, but this is throwing off all my comedic information. All right, so
I didn't say no. I just wanted alternatives to eat before
I think.
the Belgian waffle with ice cream.
Whoa, that was much faster than 5 minutes. I hear
First off-
Sir Brenner's coming back.
Yes, I brought thee a green juice. Because I know how health conscious thou art being today, James.
Oh, green juice. Oh, geez, this may be an overcorrection here, Sir Brenner.
Yes, well, you don't want to upset your nutritionist, or what?
Yeah, that's true. Let me.
This is what you get for speaking health foods into existence.
Okay.
Yep, here's a straw.
Thank you. I will put the straw in the cup.
Do you want me to feed it to you? You seem resistant.
No, I got it. Let me just. Okay. Well, that's Ooh.
And Joe, here's the Belgian waffle you seem to have.
Oh, thank you, Sir Brenner. This is delicious. Can I have one scoop of vanilla? Yes, that's perfect. Now, Jim, you can eat your green juice and watch me eat my Belgian waffle with ice cream.
Green juice. It's
Also-
very chalky.
I can eat this chicken and vegetables that I was going to eat as well. First course and second course.
Yeah. Well, see, now it's a dessert. That's all I wanted. I wanted to have it as a dessert.
You just reached too close to the sun, Jim.
Just call me Icarus, baby.
I will. From this day forth.
Okay. Please
Nah,
don't.
I'm just kidding. I'm not.
Please don't.
Do you want me to eat your green juice too? Do you just want me to eat all the food? Because that's very on brand for me. I'll just
No, it's fine.
human
I'll
garbage
drink it.
disposal. Okay. Okay, I think you're good, Sir Brenner. He started drinking it.
Oh, yes, quite.
I
I'm still
did.
here.
I said it was chalky before. What do you want from me? It's not like a revolution.
Would a little appreciation be too much to ask?
Sir Brenner, thank you.
Thou art welcome, James. Jesus, well, that's so odd.
And he's gone.
There he goes.
A little disgruntled, but I think he'll be okay.
Yes.
Are you gonna keep drinking that green juice, or did he just do it to make him happy?
No, I'm gonna drink it.
That's good.
I'm sure he paid for it, so you know.
I don't know, Sir Brenner. He does what is necessary, but by any means necessary.
I just need to wash it down with a different beverage.
Ah.
Just water, though.
Do we need a knight in shining apron for that, or do we?
No.
Get
I
you a
have
glass
that.
of
I
water?
have that here.
But okay,
Because it's
so
important to stay hydrated and stuff. You know. You know what I mean?
gallon of water a day is ideal.
Ooh, that's a lot.
It
But
is a
yes.
lot. That's why I pee so darn much. So that's one way to answer the age-old question: what should we have for dinner? you summon a knight. But what if we were going to cook for ourselves? The daunting task of food making. I would employ my mom's new favorite gadget, the Instant Pot.
Is that a crock pot?
Ooh, it's like the thing that once you have it, you never need your crock pot again.
I'm not familiar.
This is a pressure cooker with a lot more features.
Okay.
So it's a pressure cooker that also works as a rice maker. You can also slow cook on it. So at that point, it serves as a crock pot.
That's a crock pot.
And then it works as a pressure cooker. And there's all the, it's a very healthy option because you don't need to, you're not frying anything.
Yes.
You know, you just kind of like leave it on for a few hours. You put all the stuff in there and then it just tastes freaking amazing.
Nice.
It covers so many bases. It's like a Swiss Army knife
Nice.
of kitchenware.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I still haven't decided what I'll make, but that's at least one step, is the method.
Well, what do you want?
I could always go for a stew. I do like
Stew.
the stews.
What kind of stew?
Stew pickles.
You're gonna eat a stew of pickles?
Yep, pickle stew.
That sounds unpleasant.
Don't knock it till you try it, my friend.
You know what? You're right. You're right. But a hot pickle, I don't like a cold pickle.
Oh yeah, well you cook it and then you let it chill for a good long time.
So it's like a re-cooled.
Really what I do is I just take a label inside a pickle barrel and I scoop it out. I put it in a bowl. But I was trying to impress you by saying, "Ooh, I'm going to use the Instant Pot." It's really just I don't like cooking is what we're getting around to.
Yeah, me neither.
And I think that's where this podcast will succeed. Is there are a lot of people out there that would rather listen to people joking around for a good 30 minutes than actually cook dinner.
It's true. And maybe like we could crowdsource what we should have for dinner.
Yes.
Or we could like have a dinner wheel.
Wheel of dinner. This week on Wheel of Dinner, the
dessert.
All right, getting right to the dessert stuff.
We're skipping right to dessert this week on Wheel of Dinner. I've already eaten, and now I want a sweet treat. Let's spin it.
Sweet treats, sweet treats. Let's see, sweet treats.
No bankrupt. Big money, big money. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Ooh, ice cream cake.
Ice cream cake!
Yay!
We did it!
Jim, this is your nutritionist calling. We got an anonymous tip that you're starring this week on Wheel of Dinner, and you skipped right to the dessert round.
Yes.
Where did we go wrong, James? We sat down, we had a good long talk. I even showed you the 101 ways you can cook beets, and I'm just starting to feel like, I'm starting to feel like I'm a bit of a failure at my job here.
No. I already had the beets.
All 101 ways?
All 101 ways at once.
All right, well, maybe we should put another appointment on the books because I have a few groundbreaking thoughts on how one can cook asparagus. Put together some slides, a few pivot tables as to how it just really tastes like a new vegetable every time. It's
great.
Exhilarating coverage. Also, my wife left me and I have no friends, so let's get that appointment for you on the books. Are you free next Thursday?
Yep.
Okay. Thursday it is, all day, no time, show up whenever you want, friend, best friend.
Okay.
And also,
your insurance wasn't covering the last visit, so you're going to owe me several $1,000s. Can't wait to see you on Thursday, bye.
Bye.
Jesus.
So where's that ice cream cake?
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
that was rough. Ooh, this one, it's from Carvel, my favorite place.
Yum, yum, yum. Give me those crunchies.
It's all about the crumbles, my dude.
All about the crunchies.
Anyone who doesn't understand that, I believe they're robots. What you got on your list?
Here, now, okay, this is a bad name. Papermeister Meister Paper. No offense. It's not your best work. for a name. It doesn't
beg to
even
differ.
rhyme. It doesn't rhyme.
It's a clear take off of one of the claymation Rudolph movies.
First off,
A
it was
Year Without a Santa Claus.
wrong. It was Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Had the Meister
Oh,
burger.
yeah, very good. They blend together for me because I watch them so much.
This is a podcast about paper. Mm-hmm. All different kinds. Do you know how many different kinds of paper there are?
There's at least 6 that
Go
I'm
on.
aware of.
Go on.
There's construction paper,
Okay.
tissue paper,
Okay.
regular paper,
Okay.
wax paper,
Okay.
and money.
Okay. That's 5.
Oh, right. Legal pad paper.
Okay.
That's 6.
How's that? No. Okay. Yes, I see.
Because regular paper's white and legal pad paper's yellow, you see.
Of course. So does that mean really every type of construction paper is really different because there are many different colors?
Whoa! You just blew my mind.
Yeah. Here's some more types of paper for us to investigate.
Okay.
Tissues.
Ooh.
Paper towels.
Whoa.
Toilet paper.
Yeah. Paper's
We can even go to the next level and say cardboard. Card stock is definitely paper.
Uh-huh. That's sturdy stuff. You could build a model house out of that.
You could build a real house out of it.
You could, but it wouldn't hold up well in the rain. Yeah. Or in the case of fires.
But so this is a podcast where we investigate. Well, not many homes, unless they're made of stone, hold up well. And there aren't many stone homes anymore.
I just imagined a cardstock house, and they're like, "Oh, it's getting a little cold out. It's time for winter. Let's get the fire going in here," and everyone dies.
Well, the nice thing about a cardstock house is like if it catches fire, you can just go right through those walls.
Yes.
Just right through them. Right through them. This is a podcast about paper. Mm-hmm. And its many uses, and its many forms. And every week we investigate a different type of paper and what it's good for, what it's used for, what people put on it, how it's made, why it's different, why it's beautiful.
Beautiful. I like that.
Paper, because there's a lot of paper. Have you ever watched the hit television show, I believe it's pronounced The Office?
I watched a similar one. It was called The Office, but tell me about The Office.
So The Office was a show about people that sold paper.
Okay.
And they really loved that paper so much that every night before they left, they would kiss it.
Aw. But wait, they would sell that to customers? That's gross.
No. They wouldn't sell. They keep one piece for themselves for them to kiss every night.
And I just imagine like Toy Story that like after they left the office, that paper
comes alive and pines for the people that kissed it.
Yes.
Because a paper is quick to love. And short to anger.
Can you imagine what would happen if by accident 2 people or one person kissed 2 pieces of paper? They were like, "Oh, gotta leave the office. Kiss this paper." Oh, but their phone goes off. They get on a phone call. Then they Then they get off the phone call and they forgot that they did it before. They kiss another sheet of paper. Boom.
Different sheet of paper. They
Suddenly
come back.
Conflict.
They come back in the next morning.
Yep.
Just paper shreds all over the floor.
Oh, damn.
So sad. Those 2 pieces of paper, they couldn't work out their differences. They couldn't realize that it was better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. But there are many different types of paper, so we shouldn't generalize about all paper to be quick to love. Some paper can be very angry.
Yes.
Like toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper is hardened because
Single
it knows,
ply.
Because nobody kisses toilet paper.
No, well, they do, just not with their mouth.
Yeah, well, that's what I was getting at. Yes.
Yeah.
You don't put your mouth on toilet paper because,
Yikes. Yeah.
But
yes.
toilet paper, and that's why toilet paper like really shuts itself off from everybody else. Like toilet paper.
It's not in the best environment. Like being around all those germs, it does things. Like it comes out of its wrapping all fresh and excited to serve humanity,
and then it gets shoved in somebody's butt,
and then it washes. It's like I don't know if it would.
Toilet paper is the prime example of one's dreams immediately being crushed.
Yep, because like the rest of the roll knows what's coming,
right?
Especially if it's one of those big industrial rolls.
Oh
like
yeah,
the giant ones. It's that could go on for like a year,
and you just sit there waiting
for the end.
And those industrial rolls are usually in like the worst bathrooms, so they are even just like in a sad place.
And the person that makes all of this paper is Meister Paper, the mythical creator of all things paper.
Okay.
You know, it's like Greek mythology and stuff.
Yes.
Meister Paper.
Did he name himself?
Either him or Aristotle did. It was one of the two.
Okay.
I think he goes by many names.
Okay. What are some of his other names?
Lord of the Trees, the Big Rip, R.I.P. Yeah, paper.
Yeah, I got it.
The Terrible Towel.
That's just a...
Like terrible, like T-E-A-R. Not T-E-R-R-I-B-L-E. Terrible.
Oh,
Paper
okay.
tearing.
Okay.
Terrible towel.
Well, he's the one who creates... So what if we had a pantheon of paper gods that create the different types of paper? So that's the paper towel god, the terrible towel.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. And then we have the Flush King. Probably creates the all the toilet paper.
Okay, yes, the Flush King.
And then we have...
And we have...
I think he just goes by Mr. Corporate, who makes all the legal pads. He's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Kind of like Hades is kind of like resigned to the underworld and like no one
Yeah.
wants to hang with him.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Corporate.
Mr. Corporate. Poor Mr. Corporate.
Yeah. Also, we have Meister Paper is clearly Zeus in this, right?
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
And he
yeah.
creates all the 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, like the most...
Right, the standard
The
printer
standard
paper.
printer paper, yeah.
Yeah, that you use for most of your paper needs.
And like Zeus, he's not the most faithful person. His paper is everywhere.
No, and that's how we get new types of paper.
Yeah.
Because of his dalliances with the mortals.
Salacious.
So salacious, he turns into a giant goose and just...
Poops paper all over the office buildings.
Yep.
Fantastic. I think this is my best work. I don't know what you were talking about earlier.
Yep. You're so right.
Every work is my best work is how I choose to look at it.
Yep, that's it. Everything is the best, which means that nothing is garbage. But that means we're going to have too many kids to send to college, and then we'll be live in poverty.
Yo, man, some people just want to be parents, and that's all they want.
Student loans out the butt.
That's
for
right.
our children.
Unless Mr. Sanders makes it happen for us in the next year.
Only time will tell.
By the time our pods are ready for college. We'll be in the poorhouse, Jim. Not going to be summoning knights to bring us dinner all the time. Because, that costs a pretty penny.
Yep. Yeah, was that in the budget? For the night appearance? Did we pay the knights for their appearance? We'll have to talk to accounting about it.
We do. We'll talk to accounting. We'll talk to Filbert. Because somehow he has a hand to play in this. I think like for the first, I had like a referral code, like it was like night 20, and I punched it in, and I got like our first week of night deliveries free.
Oh, nice.
So we're good until like next week.
Nice.
But I think I'm gonna get used to it.
Means we still have to pay like 80%.
That's fair. I tried.
How much is a night delivery?
About 4 coppers.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. It's 4 coppers.
That's nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, we're fine then.
I'm just very hungry, so I was like, ooh, that's going to add up pretty quick.
No. All right, well, do you want to go get something to eat?
I do. And this is a real thing. We do have an email. I don't know if you want to read it.
Sure. I didn't know we had an email.
We do.
I'm so popular.
So, this is from a listener. It says, "Hi, Joe and Jim. New listener here. Very intrigued to see what idea you go with. I was just wondering if you guys know why there are so many orange, yellow, green pieces in candy that ruin the experience of the better pieces, i.e. blue, red, purple. Thanks. Break legs in the show you're in next month. Taylor." Huh.
Wow.
Thanks, Taylor, for your email, first off.
That's a great cue.
Blue, red, and purple. And this is, first off, I take issue with this. I love orange and green flavored things. Those are like my 2 favorite flavors. So I don't know if Taylor is going to keep listening.
Well, I mean, we might need a more specific example because let's do some candy analysis here.
Yep.
First off, there are some candies in which every color is the same flavor, i.e. an M&M.
Right.
Now,
what about like jelly beans though? That's like
jelly beans can rot in hell. So it does,
Oh!
so it doesn't matter what color they are.
Well, that answers that question. But Starburst.
Starburst.
I love me some orange Starburst.
Not as much.
Delicious.
Not as much as the red and the pink ones, though.
Red's okay. I mean, they're good, but like.
Can we agree that the yellow ones can leave?
Oh yes, they're clearly the worst. And I think that was on.
I still like them,
I think that was on. Yeah, Taylor's list of bad flavors. Yellow is there.
Yes.
Sandwiched in between my two favorite flavors. Jesus.
Savage.
I know. It's a good thing I'll never meet these people that email us in, because then that would ensue some serious arguments.
Yes. There's definitely room for a podcast here, though.
Yeah, there is
some deep candy analysis. Candy data analysis.
I think the short answer to the question, though, is probably a secretive effort within the government to overload candies with unideal flavors.
The answer is food dye.
Food dye.
Yeah.
That's what the government calls it, Operation Food Dye.
Because we're going to eat this food and then we're going to die.
And we're going to die. There you have it. The answers to all your emails. You can email us anytime at doyouwanttopod@gmail.com. Also, do you want to make a podcast at gmail.com?
Hit us up
more
with
to type out.
Your ideas, your questions, your thoughts, your hopes, your dreams, your fears.
And we'll talk about them.
We'll talk them.
Unless you don't want us to. Like, if you email us our fears and you just need someone to listen and shoot you a quick one back, like, hey, it's all right. We'll do that for you.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I take care of you now.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye, Mom.
Goodbye, Mom.
Bye, Mom.
5 stars.
5 stars. Very nice.
Hit us up with a review.
Bye.
Goodbye for real.
I don't need